Now, more opportunities await Filipino workers in Germany, especially those in the culinary field. A German-based food and beverage firm now expands its search as it seeks to train and hire more kitchen specialists from the Philippines. Joining us live in the studio is Natasha Tessmann, Managing Director of Eat Happy GmbH. Good morning, Natasha. It's a beautiful day.
Good morning. Nice to be here.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Now, first and foremost, let's talk about Eat Happy. Can you tell our viewers exactly what that is?
Yes, Eat Happy is a very young company. We're 10 years old, and we actually build shops in supermarkets, shop-in-shop concept. And every day we have about 3 people working in each shop and producing fresh sushi every day.
Wow. So we talked about it before we got on air. You're half Japanese, so
Yes.
that's why you're starting to
Yes.
make sushi, correct?
Yeah, that's why you
Yes.
brought sushi to Germany.
Yes.
You know, that's so interesting. I'm thinking like a sushi bratwurst. I don't know if you've made that yet, but
We're actually working on it. Yes,
Really?
Oh,
Wow,
okay.
most
Yeah.
events.
I'm
You
not
can
far
join our product
off.
team.
That's actually one of my dreams, to be a culinary chef, but that's never, I digress. Anyway.
So, Natasha, how many Filipino chefs have you already recruited, and how has their experience been in Germany?
We have about 6,000 employees,
Wow.
and about
Wow.
6% right now are Filipinos.
Oh,
That's
And
not enough.
That's not enough yet.
and that is
no.
the reason
Soon
why
it'll
they're
be,
here.
Yep,
Yes,
99.9%
yes.
Filipino.
Yes. And a lot of them start as shop employees, and then as the time goes by, they progress to shop manager, to area manager. So the interesting part, I think, is starting at Eat Happy and then going up the career ladder and developing into managerial position now.
But you know, the Filipinos are the Philippines is close to Japan, and
Yes.
we've got a very strong affinity to Japanese food. So I think
Yes.
this is a perfect formula for your young company of 10 years.
Exactly. And we're still growing, actually. That demand is very high. The food retail business is really interested in having fresh food in the supermarket.
Yeah.
So this year we're opening about 240 shops.
Wow.
Wow.
So we're looking to hire about 2,300
And
new
is-
employees. Yeah.
Everywhere, or is that just Filipinos?
It's, well, we're hiring in Germany also,
Okay.
but we would like to hire 500 Filipinos this year.
Oh, wow.
Can you tell us, Natasha, why did Eat Happy decide to focus on recruiting from the Philippines?
We have a lot of nationalities working at Eat Happy, and in the Philippines, the great advantage is everybody speaks English.
Right.
So
Absolutely,
you have a head start in terms of language and cultural integration. So, of course, we provide German language classes, but it's definitely a plus if you speak English already,
Right, right, of
because you can
course,
get
of
around
course.
easier than in being in Germany. Yeah.
Now, do you train them to speak German as well?
Yes, we do. We actually we have a small group of 40 new employees who have just finished their basic German language training in Manila, and this week and next week they're doing the live
How
cooking
exciting!
training. Yeah.
That's exciting because you know we in the Philippines we speak English and it's very close to German, so it's
Yes.
easier for us to actually. People might think it's difficult, but I think it's easier for Filipinos to learn German than it is other languages.
Well, your German's very good, so.
Mine doch nicht so gut.
Doch, sehr gut.
I'm just flexing right now.
I know, me and Anna are like, okay, go, Freddie.
Exactly what
Right?
he said.
Yes.
Y'all can have a conversation right now.
Since you're going to have a lot of Filipino
Yes.
employees, and we're excited about that, and thank you for giving our countrymen the opportunity. Do you think you're going to have a little bit of Filipino flavors in your
I think
mix?
that's going to be the next step, probably, to bring
Yes.
other products, other foods into our system, into our concept. Yes.
Or perhaps like mold Japanese sushi and
Fusion,
the Filipino flavors into one, right?
Yes, because
Like
we're
put them
particular
together.
in the Philippines. I think we're one of the countries that uses calamansi with our soy sauce and wasabi.
Yes.
Nobody,
Yeah.
no one else uses that. So
Exactly.
when
Yeah.
I'm away and in a different country and I'm in a Japanese restaurant, I always ask for a citrus and they're like, why? Like,
Yeah, because there's no
sorry.
calamansi anywhere else,
I
too.
know, we've been programmed to eat that way. So, do you do the same thing in Germany? Add a little bit of citrus in your soy?
Sometimes, yes. Not. This is the first time I've heard it, but
That's
it
a
sounds
I
good.
think you should try it
We'll
here.
pick it up.
Should
Yes.
try it, yeah.
Yes.
Bring calamansi to
Yeah.
Germany and slowly introduce that
Yes.
to your clients there. But now that you're recruiting people from the Philippines again, what are the benefits and the opportunities that they can have?
I mean, pretty much we support the employees with language classes. We have intercultural workshops. But I think the interesting part is that they can bring their whole family to Germany.
Oh,
Wow.
And
wow.
they can live with their families in Germany
Okay.
once they've maintained a certain status. And then, of course, develop up the career ladder. So I think there's a lot of interesting opportunities.
Anna and I know how to cook.
Yes, I do.
We're cutting out more. Anna and I know how to cook.
So you're just gonna leave me here? I said, excuse.
It's okay, Paolo's coming back in a couple of days.
I think Paolo's the one who doesn't know how to cook, so we can leave
Paolo's
him.
done
Yes, Paolo can take care of the show, and we can all move to Germany
No, I'm just kidding.
and make sushi and everything. But Natasha, you initially started out this process by hiring Filipino sushi chefs, right? So what made you decide to expand and seek out kitchen specialists in general?
It's actually not that easy to find chefs right now, or in general to find new staff, because all industries are looking for people.
Yes.
So, and Eat Happy, we have a pretty good system. So actually, if people are really motivated, have a good character, and are just interested in learning a new position, we can train them fairly quickly.
What specific qualifications or skills you're looking for in Filipino chefs?
I mean, it does help if people have kitchen experience, and
Of course.
I think having a liking for foods, fresh foods, and like to work in that environment.
Well, you're in the perfect country right now.
Right, yeah.
Now, I'm so curious because earlier you mentioned opportunities in Germany. There's a lot there.
Yes.
But apart from the F&B business, are there any other opportunities for Filipinos there who want to migrate eventually
Yes,
to Germany?
Of course, the nursing industry. I mean, the hospitals are looking for a lot of staff, and I think there's a lot of initiatives going on between the governments, also the German Filipino government, to hire more nurses. So I think that's definitely a sector that's also looking. Yeah.
So now, Germany's new Immigration Act, correct,
Yes.
for skilled workers specifically support the recruitment of Filipino culinary professionals.
Yes.
So how does that work, and how does that benefit your
Yes.
company?
Actually, the Immigration Act was changed so that skilled workers, it doesn't have to be somebody from culinary, as long as they have a skilled education that is recognized by the German Chamber of Commerce. Anybody could apply. So in theory, an electrical engineer could apply if he has went to a proper university or school, and then has 2 years of work experience.
Can you imagine electrical
Wow.
engineer? You
Yes.
gotta cook and an engineer at the same time.
Exactly.
You can't lose.
I feel like Germany's going to be like the second Philippines now that they're
Yes.
opening their doors to
Yeah,
us.
yes, that's
right?
amazing.
I'm like, no more California. Germany.
They're not just recruiting employees, but they can also bring their families and live there
Yes.
with
Which is-
them,
yeah,
right?
which
That's
is
a
great.
great opportunity.
And that's a great benefit
Yeah.
because you don't want to be away from your family.
Exactly,
That's
exactly.
has happened in the past where in the Philippines, fortunately I would say, was one of the more preferred domestic helper centers in the
Right.
world.
Right.
Because we know how to do things right.
And we're hard workers.
We're hard workers
Yeah,
who
and we're
speak the
versatile.
language.
Yeah, we can do
Absolutely.
everything.
I'm
Yeah.
really proud about that. And a lot of people look down on that, but I'm super proud of that. I mean, I've got cousins who've worked in the domestic field, domestic helpers field, and I'm super proud. And now you're giving
Right.
opportunities
Yes.
at a higher level, and they can
Yes.
bring their families over.
Yeah. Can you tell us, now that you have recruited and continue to recruit chefs and kitchen specialists for Eat Happy, what are the challenges that you have faced and continue to face as you recruit
course.
people to join the company?
Some of the challenges are just bureaucracy. I mean, the German bureaucracy is not that easy, but then once we get the paperwork done, I think it's getting people integrated, which we need to work on a lot. But we
Right.
do have lots of workshops and classes, and we have a lot of different cultures working at Eat Happy already. So
All right.
I'm pretty confident that we will manage.
Yeah. No, Natasha, this
Yeah.
opportunity for Filipinos. It's amazing what you're doing. So can you tell our viewers, if you want to look at the camera, where they can find you if they have any more questions on how they can work for your company?
Yes, we're actually working with Centro Manpower Services. It's an agency that actually recruits all of the employees and works with us. So you can apply there. They're based in Manila. And yeah, so just feel free to apply. Bring your family and friends.
Right.
But they can check out your website, right?
Yeah.
And our website, of course, yes.
Well, thank you so much, Natasha, for coming.
Thank you,
on.
Natasha.
Thank you for having
And
me.
yes,
Dankeschön.
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 Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
guys.
Thank you.
Natasha Tessmann, Managing Director of Eat Happy GmbH.